I'm about to start something that I absolutely hate doing. If I could pay someone to do this for me, I would happily do that. I flipping hate packing bike boxes.
Here's a little top tip for your tyres. When you're travelling with them, let them down a little bit, but not right to the bottom, because the sealant inside them will seep out from the tyres, and you don't want that. Otherwise, when you get to the other side, you're just going to have like a sealant sticky mess to deal with. You don't want to be doing that. Now, I always take my derailleur off on the BMC because it's got a long cage on the back of it and doesn't quite fit in the bag, so I'm always a little bit worried that it's going to get bashed, and you don't really want that on a holiday. But here's the crazy thing about the BMC. Now, if you guys watch my videos, you will know I love my BMC. It's an amazing bike, but this is a very odd piece of engineering. This little thing, I don't know if you can see it, this tiny little screw holds the derailleur at the back. It's the thing that's keeping it in. Could you imagine losing that? It's just like, it's not worth it. So what I do is I take it off, put it in a little box, make sure that it's absolutely sealed up tight, and then put it in a bag so I can find it with ease on the other side. Top little tip here, make sure you've got one of these that you can put in your caliper before you put your bike in your bike box. These will just stop the calipers from depressing, which you don't want. Trust me, if that happens, it's going to be a nightmare on the other side. And don't forget to mark your seat post. That way, when you get to the other side, you can just slide your seat post straight back into its normal position. No faffing around trying to figure out whether it's too high or too low, because that's just a right royal pain in the ass. Right, done. So that actually didn't take as long as I thought it was gonna. The thought of it is always worse than the doing, don't you think? Last top tip, take your pedals with you and a set of kit and your helmet and shoes with you on the plane, because if your bike, God forbid, doesn't turn up and gets lost by the airline, we can shoot them later. What it does mean is that you can rent a bike, you've got a set of pedals that you know are going to fit your cleats, and you've got at least one set of kit that you can ride in that fits you. It's just a kind of cool little tip. There is a bike in there, trust me. You can see I'm actually traveling pretty light. That's everything I'm taking with me for the whole week, including clothes that I'm going to be wearing in the evening and my nutrition. Right, that's me on holiday now, and I've got a cracking week sorted out. Tomorrow, some mates of mine and I are going to go and ride from Bideford all the way out through Dartmoor to go and watch stage 2 of the Tour of Britain. And it should be a really fun day out. It's got about 50 to get to the bottom of the climb, and then we're going to sort of just mess around and have lunch and just talk bikes, just have a lot of fun. The weather looks like it's going to be amazing. And then on Wednesday, I'm off out to Girona, meeting up with Ed from Rocacorba, and you know, we're both quite excited about this because we've been talking about this for a long time, this trip, and now we're actually going to go and ride parts of it and film it and go and just sort of look at the hotels and just get a real lay of the land. So it's quite exciting. Anyway, look guys, if you've enjoyed this video, if any of my tips have helped you on how to pack a bike box, hit like, hit subscribe. That way you can stay in touch, and I'll be back next week. That little thing. Could you imagine if you did that and left it at home?